YN's POV. As their footsteps grew closer, my breathing became heavier. What the hell are we going to do? We're trapped. I looked up to Bakugo, but his face was blank and showed no emotion. I decided to ignore his distant behavior. We needed a plan. Bakugo, what are we going to do? Shut up. Would you? His comeback caught me off guard. Look, Bakugo, I know I'm the last person you want to be stuck in this mess with, but there's no time to act like this. We need a plan. What do you think I was doing a damn extra? He fired back. And that's when he lost me. I gave him a blank expression like the one he held earlier, and he looked like he wanted to kill me. Nonetheless, he didn't say anything but stepped aside, showing me a hole in the wall. He must have blasted that there when I wasn't paying attention. I did this when you stood in that corner and panicked. He motioned with his head over to the corner of the room I stood in not too long ago. I glared at the ridiculously small hole in the wall. Does he really think we can use that to escape? Nonetheless, as their footsteps grew closer, I squished myself in as fast as I could, pulling an unconscious Momo in after me. I used my quirk to make a water rope, which I then tied to Momo. I crawled deeper inside the dark tunnel to make room for the two boys, while dragging Momo further in with me. I kept crawling and crawling. I didn't know where I was going, let alone how deep Bakugo had made this tunnel. But I kept going. The cave was so small that as I crawled, my shoulders rubbed against the rough, sharp wall shards that ended up ripping my hero suit and began digging into my skin. I would have to worry about that later. Right now, we needed to get out of this very bad situation. We're in the wall. What's the plan now, Bakugo? You asked, breathing heavy. Crawling in a cramped space while dragging someone behind you is very exhausting, hence the sweat dripping from your face. When there was no response from Bakugo, you did your best to turn your head. And when you did, you were surprised that he was nowhere in sight. You sat there for a minute or two, just processing what to do now. You, Momo, and Kiri were in a little hole in the wall of a school. Two of them were unconscious, and you were unable to move. What the hell am I supposed to do? Just when you thought the situation couldn't get any worse, the whole building began to shake. You covered your head to keep from hitting it on the walls, and you used your quirk to form a protective barrier around Momo and Kiri. What the hell is going on? Bakugo's POV. I watched as stood in the corner of the room. She looked panicked, but who in their right mind wouldn't be panicked in a situation like this? I had to think quickly, 'cause it was obvious I wouldn't be getting any help from that damn extra. I faced the wall and did the first thing that came to mind. Blast a hole in it. I smirked and punched the wall, which created a tunnel. As small as it was, it would work just fine. I might have a hard time getting Kiri to fit, but the other two should be just fine. Once she noticed the hole, she looked at me like this was the worst plan yet. As if you would have come up with something better, shorty. I thought as she argued with me. But when the enemy's footsteps grew louder, she quickly shut her mouth and got in. After she pulled Momo in, I shoved Kiri in. Damn it. Kiri's gonna kill me when he realizes I'm ripping his suit. I thought as I continued to ruthlessly shove him in. No. Dirty thoughts, guys _. As soon as they were all in, I heard Lan ask me what the plan was now. PSH. Like I had a damn plan. I was just hoping she wasn't stupid enough to wait for me. I stood, staring at the little hole in the wall and hoping that this one terrible idea I had would actually work. I punched the wall once again, and the hole was immediately blocked by a little avalanche of concrete. The whole building shook at my actions. But it worked. I hoped. As I ran out of the room and further down the hall, I found myself silently praying that they didn't get smushed. Although I wonder why I cared so much. Thanks for watching my video. Make sure to like and subscribe to my channel so you won't miss anything I post.